Okay, we're playing part 2 of the Vampire Saga. We're playing Blood Omen, the Legacy of Kain. Not the Soul Reaver.
Not the Soul Reaver, not yet.
Well, there is a Soul Reaver in this game, but we haven't gotten to it yet. The Soul Reaver, you know what it is? Do you remember?
The Soul Reaver was a weapon, really.
Yeah, it's
right?
a sword, and you can get it in this game.
That's cool.
So
yeah, you know, when I first heard about the game, I thought it was like about the person.
Well, he does call him at one point. He's like, I'm gonna say Raziel wrong. Raziel, you are the Soul Reaver. And then later, it's like, oh, it's also a sword.
Yeah,
it's
it was
like
confusing. I think we did talk about it when you were going through the game, right?
Yeah.
When we were doing the gameplay. You're like, wait a minute, it's a weapon.
It's a weapon, yeah. But then he also used it as like a verb, like a job. It's like, oh, my profession's the Soul Reaver.
See my resume?
yeah. So Raziel, let's just talk. Like, what are you planning to do? What have you done in the past? He's like, well, I've reefed souls for, I don't know, 5 years now. Kind of looking for something different. Want to get into web design. You know, I heard that that's kind of the
like
future. You know, I'm a huge fan of HTML, CSS, all that stuff. You know, I've been on Pluralsight, learning all the do's and don'ts. Okay, so we actually want to go, now that we have the wolf thing, we can actually go up this way. So this is where we went into the wolf cave. But now, since we can transform, we can go up this way.
It's kind of like that movie, remember Dragon Slayer?
Yeah, the one
I thought like Dragon Slayer was the person, but it turned out to be a weapon.
That's true. It was a sword, wasn't it?
So confusing.
Alright, so let's take care of these wolves.
Why are you killing the wolves? They're your cousins.
That's true. They're necessary for the ecosystem to survive here. You know, if you don't kill the wolves, you're gonna have too many elk, which is apparently what happened in like in Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park, where they're like overgrazing the elks. Okay, so this is another interesting thing. I'm introducing you to everything early on in this game. So this is the Spirit Forge. This is a little tricky.
Items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood.
Oh,
so see how I have two flays there in the right hand side?
Yeah,
Pay attention to that number. Watch what happens.
Will be yours. Imagine what power you could wield. So you come to the Spirit Forge for help.
Something's gonna happen.
There's a lot of people that have to do throaty voices for this game, right?
Yeah.
Soul Vampire.
It's like...
Okay, so they're going to take 75% of your health, and then they gave me 10 flays. So it's basically a trade-off. It's you can sacrifice some health for items. And you can recoup health.
Just don't get into a fight.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little tricky. There's a village coming up, so I can get a lot of health at the village. But it's kind of annoying that it's daylight too. Another option is to just turn into a bat and go back somewhere where I know I can get a bunch of health. But here I think I only have to deal with a few of these wolves. I'll just explode them. But yeah, it's a little easier when you have more health, because even taking 75% when you have so little is not the best idea. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hopefully don't die. Oh boy.
Such negativity.
Oh boy, this guy. You see where he's standing?
Yeah. He's waiting for you to come around the corner.
See where he's standing? And I have so little health. Can this hit him? Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh man.
Trying to be sneaky.
Oh, well there's more.
And then I'll explode you, and then this guy I can just do this move where I let him swing and go back and give me that sweet blood.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been to like a Halloween party or a bar where they gave you like alcohol in like test tube vials for Halloween, and they're like, this is vampire's blood, and it's like vodka and cranberry juice or something in a test tube? I think I've only seen that once. Have you ever been to like a really heavily themed Halloween party where like there's bobbing for apples and I don't know what else they do at Halloween parties? Carving pumpkins maybe?
I've never been to one. I always wanted to go to a Halloween party and see what that's like.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I've been to ones where it's like, oh, party, but not like a kid's party where it's like a fun stuff like that. Like, oh, let's carve candy apples. You don't carve candy apples. Whatever they do.
I think you're mixing two different things.
Like the Charlie Brown style Halloween party. Oh boy.
Family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly one. Oh boy.
Yeah, I've never been to an adult Halloween party.
Ooh, adult Halloween party sounds really sexy.
You know what I mean, the one you were just talking about, dork.
Oh my god, if you go to a Halloween shop, it's like for women, for men, it's like, okay, here's a normal costume like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones or whatever. I don't know what costumes they do. And then for women, it's like sexy nurse, sexy maid, sexy
I know, it's
vampire.
so disgusting.
It's like, here's a nurse with a really short skirt. It's like, does all this stuff just go to a sex shop after your Halloween's over?
Right? They go back and forth.
It's like, they have some that are like appropriate, but then there's a ton of
But
like
they look so prudish. Right?
wildly inappropriate costumes. It's like you want that in between, right?
Yeah, some in between would be great.
Oh, I should dress as a vampire this year for Halloween. Do you think if I went to the SuperCon dressed as Kain from Legacy of Kain, anyone would be like, "Oh, you're Kain," or they'll just be like,
I don't know.
what
It's
is
hard
that?
to say if they would recognize you, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would. That would be cool. Okay, so this one gets a little tricky. Let's just take these guys out. Let's just play these
But yeah,
guys.
you'll be hitting two birds with one stone if you get a costume for the Halloween and for like that fan expo
Oh yeah,
we're
the
going to.
SuperCon.
Yeah,
What is it called? Fan Expo?
fan expo.
Oh yeah, if you guys are in Denver, check us out at the Fan Expo. We're going to be doing a Q&A for Woolly Mammoth Gaming.
Oh my
If they
god,
let
you're
us.
such a liar. We're not
We're
that
going to
big.
hijack a room and do a Q&A.
We're not that big,
we're gonna-
George.
no.
We're finally getting YouTube to acknowledge the fact that we exist.
I know he's finally show up in search results. What?
Employs magical force in its rawest form, unless a
Rawest.
spell, but a
Roar?
potent one
Is he saying
nonetheless.
roarist?
That's what it sounded like, rawest form. Okay, so now we get a super useful spell. Probably the most useful spell is the energy bolt. So this way you can just boom, boom, boom. Especially in here because there's a lot of these wizards that do ranged attacks. So you just want to... so the trick to not getting hit by them is to just hit them a bunch of times and don't wait for the first one to hit. Just go boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like
Give
boom,
them all
boom,
you
boom.
got.
Yeah, just hit them hard and fast. Just go 1, 2, 3. They all take 3 hits to kill. Because they'll start, the second they see you, they'll start hitting you. Oh, I didn't even do my own advice there. And they're
You're
things,
showing what
if you
happens.
notice, their things are like homing missiles. They follow you, which is extremely annoying. I'm just going to have to get hit by this guy. I don't think there's a way I can get to him without. The flays are a little... Oh, I ran out of magic. I'm going to have to use a flay on him. There we go. Exploded him. Your magic, you need the purple balls. I don't think it recharges yet. Later on, you get something that will recharge it extremely slowly.
Okay.
And I mean extremely slowly. Okay, so here, there's a switch, but it's on the other side of the spikes. So you're like, oh, how do I hit that switch? And you're like, do I walk on the spikes? And it's like, no, you
Jump!
just, boom, like that. And now I open the door. And it's that simple. Oh, I didn't see that guy there.
I feel like they had that same game dynamic in Soul Reaver,
Yeah, they borrowed a lot of ideas.
where
So-
you had to throw something. I forgot what it was to get to something that's on.
Yeah, I think you
Fireball.
got like an energy bolt, didn't you? Didn't you like spit it out of his mouth? Oh my god, I gotta play that game again.
No, yeah, it was some kind of energy thing that you shot out.
Yeah,
And you used it to hit switches.
yeah. And here, if you need these guys, you can get them. I believe this is another one where you have to hit just the right switches, which, if I'm not mistaken, is you need to do the 2 outside ones and leave the inside one alone. Yeah, and then this door opens. Oh, what are you
Oh,
doing?
he's waiting for you.
He's got a long sword, so really, you just want to use your energy. bolts on him.
Compensating for something.
Mm-hmm. You got a tiny penis. That's what JD's saying, dude. You got a tiny ass penis. That's why you got used to do a long sword when you fight vampires.
It's like, I like the long sword.
Because you got just a tiny little penis there.
Oh my.
That's why he drives like a Ford F650 or whatever. Big ass truck.
F-150?
He drives the F650. That's like the biggest one they make. It's the tiny penis special. Just kidding. If you drive a big truck, you probably need it for landscaping or, I don't know, for construction work or something. Or you have a tiny penis. I don't know.
Oh my god.
But hey,
Making
you know,
assumptions.
I mean, it's cool.
Taking that from comedy Bang Bang, huh?
Did they say something about tiny penises?
Yeah, he did.
That's
Scott
been like a running
Ackerman.
joke for a long time. Like, the bigger the truck, the smaller the penis, right?
Really?
I think that's
guess.
been like... Well, actually, they had I remember hearing about this. Where did I hear about this? On a podcast? It was a podcast or an audiobook. That in Australia, they were trying to get people to stop speeding. And they had a big issue with accidents on the expressways because people were speeding and driving recklessly.
Okay.
So they aired a commercial where someone goes speeding across the expressway. I don't know if it was a big truck or just a sports car or something, and goes flying and driving recklessly. And there's two girls who see them, and then they do like the symbol of like tiny penis, like
Really?
she's like, "What do you think?" She gives him like a look, like, "What do you think?" And then she does her fingers like close together, like that big. And apparently they aired it as an ad, and it worked. I guess I don't know if it worked or not.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like the podcast or audiobook or whatever I was listening to wouldn't have brought it up if it didn't work. But
Well, they probably just thought it was hilarious.
it's like, oh,
Because that is a funny gimmick to try
right,
out.
to try to get people to drive safer and stop speeding. Be like, oh yeah, speed, instead of signifying like, oh, you're a cool guy. It's like, oh yeah, you're a tiny penis guy, I guess.
Honestly, it takes a lot to convince people to stop doing something.
Right? Like, what if it's like to convince people to stop exercising? You just have to watch a McDonald's commercial. Or some
That's easy.
beautiful models are eating McDonald's French fries. You're like, they don't eat that shit. I've been to McDonald's. That's not the clientele that's there.
Right?
It's not like 20-something, like, cool hipsters eating at McDonald's. Oh, maybe it is, but...
Well, I always found it funny when they used to have like maybe they still do, I don't know. I don't watch commercials as often. They would have like these athletes.
Drinking Coke.
Yeah, they're
That's
doing commercials about soda, about fast food and all this crap. I'm like, they can't eat that shit.
Yeah, it's like, no, you're
Then they
not
would be
running a
an
marathon and
athlete.
drinking Coke. Like, it
It's
ain't
ridiculous.
happening. Like, you're drinking water and, I don't know, like, electrolyte stuff.
That makes sense, yeah. Gatorade, Powerade, whatever.
From us.
Okay, so we got the fountains here. So these fountains make
Your
you stronger.
strength has increased, for our blood enhances.
So those are
Drink
like,
from
those
us.
give you more strength. I think that one just made me straight up stronger. There's one that makes you, like, where the rain no longer does damage to you. Oh my god, you sneaky wolf. Oh my god.
So much carnage.
Yeah, they really, that growl they make when you kill them is really, really over the top.
It's pretty deep.
Nosgoth peasantry. Yet amidst the farmers and
Okay, so this is Nosgoth. So actually, this is what you needed that fountain so you can move these rocks, or else the rocks wouldn't move.
Oh, you need a strength to move the rocks.
So whenever you get to a village, is always a good spot to replenish blood if you're short, because as you can see, there's a lot of villagers, ripe with blood.
Jeez.
So you see a
They
bunch
all
of
wanna
treasure
kill you.
chests over there, and you're like, how do I get over there to get those? I want what's in them. Well, first let me kill these guys, because they're really, like, messing with me. Can I suck 3 at once? Oh, I could suck 2 at once. Oh, I sucked all 4 of them.
Wow.
So the only way to get
Skillful.
behind the bar is you can jump back here, and this bartender gets all huffy about it. He's like, why are you back here?
It's like, get out of my bar.
And here I can get what's in these treasure chests, which is some fillets. Fillets are always useful. Not everyone seems to attack you. I guess
Or
there's
they do
the-
half-heartedly, right? It's like,
some people
get
are like,
out of my
oh,
way."
whatever, vampire, cool. As long as he's not bothering me, I'm not gonna bother him. Does this one have anything in it? Oh, it has a blood vial back there. I don't really need that. That just refills your health, but I'm pretty full. Okay, lady.
full of it.
She like puts her hand behind her back and slaps you.
Is that what she's doing?
Yeah.
I was wondering if she had something.
Yeah, she's
in
like
her hands, so
literally
she's
doing
just
this
slapping.
like a full slap. Like that's her response to a vampire walking in. I'm just gonna slap
Isn't
him
that
across the
like
face.
some trope in a movie? Like from back then, like medieval times or whatever, 1800s or something like that? A woman would just slap guys or whatever.
Well, I know in the 1950s, if a woman was upset, a man would just slap her across the face, and then she would thank him for it. And be like, "Oh, thank you. I was getting hysterical."
Yeah, I had the hysterics.
It's like, wow. And yeah, movies.
That was in the 1800s too.
Yeah, it's also in like the 1960s. Movies were pretty sexist back then. Actually, just the world was pretty sexist back then. And if a woman showed some kind of emotion, they were like, "Oh, she must be hysterical."
Right.
I just need to slap that out of her.
And then later it was like, oh, she's bitchy. She must have her period or something.
Oh yeah.
causing my victim's
God.
body to shrink on itself.
And then in the 90s, it was all like gay
Burns
jokes.
and rupturing organs
Like
till the
in
pressure inside
TV
bursts the
shows
sack of
or
flesh and skin, spraying its
movies like
contents for
comedies.
all to see.
they thought it was the funniest thing for a character to be confused as being gay. It was like, oh, this will be comedy gold. Let's have a gay guy hit on Al Bundy, like a flamboyantly over the top gay person hit on Al Bundy.
Right.
And
It was
like,
completely
oh.
exaggerated. Well, we were watching like Talladega Nights, right? And there was a lot of that.
God,
And I was
yeah.
like, jeez.
I was like, Sacha Baron Cohen's character in Talladega Nights would not exist in a movie today.
Yeah, jokes like that would not play well.
It's like the entire joke was just that he was gay. Is like,
And
that
he had
was,
a husband.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, what? And then they would kiss, and everybody was like, oh my god.
What do I need to, how do I open that door? Now I forgot what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I don't go that way
Can't
yet.
shoot at it?
Oh, I need to go. I can't go there yet. I gotta go up this way. What's wrong with me? That's not where I'm supposed to go. Let me run across town. Nope, not there. So the other cool thing about the werewolf is it moves a lot faster than Kain.
Because you're on all fours.
Yeah, Nachtolm. So we're going to Steinchencroe. Steinchencroe.
Stein something? Steinchencroe.
Sometimes he says it out loud, so you can be like, "Oh, okay, that's what he said."
Steinchencroe.
So I believe this is another blood fountain. Let's see.
The blood of
Oh
ages
yeah, I'm right.
flows so sweet.
Look at that,
Come,
I'm so good.
drink from us. The rain will do
She wants you
no
to drink
harm.
from her.
Just
Come
drink,
like
drink.
suckle from my vagina. That's not what she said at all.
That's not what she
That's
said.
that's what I heard.
The town of Steinchencroe bore with it the
Steinchencroe.
infamous
There you
aroma
go.
of its inhabitants.
Steinchencroe.
In life,
It doesn't
I
help
would
that
have
the
graced the
cursive
place
is
with
kind of
my
hard to
presence.
read.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I
And
merely
it's
added
black
to the
lettering.
stench.
And it's got the O with the 2 dots above it, and you're like, what is that again?
Oh, I thought it was a U.
Like Motley Crue, where they have like the U with the 2 dots above it.
Right?
Okay, so here, this is a brothel, in case you were wondering. That's why it's all women in here. Oh, get out of my way. You're in my way. Get out of my way, woman.
They're into slapping.
Yeah, and then, oh, you got, oh, so I think I talked over it, but I picked up an implode, which is like a stronger version of the flay. So once you start fighting the stronger enemies, the implodes become super useful. I'm trying to remember where all the secrets. All these towns have a lot of buildings you can go in with a lot of goodies, so you want to make sure you check out every little house you can go into.
They all look similar.
Yeah, and not all these houses you can go to. A lot of them are just there to be in the way, so you can't go that direction.
To add to the setting.
Yeah, there you go. So it looks like a real city.
Yeah.
Not like when you go into like a Final Fantasy village, like from the old ones, and there's like 4 houses in there, and you're like, oh, I don't think this is
It makes
real
a
city.
village for houses. It's
You have
like
to
when we
use-
were driving down from Cody, Wyoming.
Oh yeah.
Came across this town that was just had 10 people in it.
Oh, this is the brothel. Sorry, this is the brothel. Yeah, that was true. We had some small towns. It was like, yeah, they all had signs that said population, like, oh, population 1,000, population 10,000, and there was one that had population like 30 or something, right?
10. There was
10.
one that said 10, and there was one that said 300. They were very small towns.
Yeah. Look at this sexy art on the wall here. That's how you know it's a brothel. You
Well,
got
they
some-
kind of blurred it.
got some blurry naked ladies back there. It's like the
Appropriate.
Louvre. Then we figure out that the Louvre, what was that fact we were reading about the Louvre where it's like, if you were to look at each painting for just 30 seconds, oh, wow, this brothel, they're like dismembering people back here. I don't know what
Whoa.
situation they got going on back here, but maybe these people are not as good as they seem.
Yeah.
Yeah, these women are like dismembering
Pretty
people
dark
back
shit.
here. Oh, what's going on back there? Yeah, if you looked at every painting at the Louvre for just 30 seconds, it'll take you 100 days, I think.
Right? I
But
think
like
that's
if
what
you
they
were there
said,
for like 10
100
hours, I
days.
guess from open to close. So there's a secret path here. I don't want to go there yet, and I'll show you guys why later. There's this when you get better spells, there's some cool stuff you can do in that secret path.
Oh. So you need to get stuff first before you can go back.
Yeah, here I'm just gonna get these barrels because they have useful stuff, and the flays are particularly useful in the beginning of the game before you get a lot of the
This
the
lunatic
spells.
was delighted to see me. Perhaps his madness would reveal a greater truth.
The bastards in Steinchencroe shun me as Nosgov shuns them. I know what it means to be an outsider vampire. I fear you not. But remember this, there are others who will speak to you. So long as you know how to look.
Ooh, so there's a clue. That's gonna tell us what we need to do.
Look or
okay.
hear.
So I need to go. Not that cave. Not that cave. Okay, so there's one place I need to go over here. So yeah, he gave us a clue. Basically, Well, I won't spoil it for you. I'll let you guys see what happens. That's
Ooh, a
clue
mystery.
for something. Yeah, something's gonna happen later. I'm setting up the foreshadowing there. That was the word. It took me forever to find that word. You're the writer. Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
They're leaving little breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs for stuff that's gonna happen later.
Right, a hint or something, yeah.
I can only do one swing or else I get hit. I have to do a swing and then go back. Oh, I got hit again. Stop hitting
You
me.
have such a long sword, you think you can get him from a distance.
Yeah, it's a lot better at night. You're much stronger at night, which makes it way easier to kill these guys. They're like annoyingly tenacious. And also when you get some better... I guess I should just use the zappy things. I don't know why I'm not using these. Just
That's
zap
what they're
these guys.
called?
Energy bolts. And explode them. I mean, I do have them for a reason, right?
Yeah, might as well. Zappy things.
So the bat beacons are useful because you can fly around as... I haven't used the fast travel yet, but you can travel around as a bat, which becomes useful later because this really is an open world game with lots of areas where you have to come back, like when you get a power-up. So being able to move quickly. It's kind of like the runes in the other one. I don't know if you remember the runes, where you would like go through a portal, like a Stargate.
Yeah.
So this is Nachtolm, Kain, and Verok up here.
You having trouble there, George?
Okay, so we can't go this way yet, but we will soon. The stone blocks our way. Oh, you trying to throw shit at me? I don't think so.
Lucky for you, he's a bad shot.
He's like, I can only throw on 45-degree angles.
Purveyors of distrust and superstition. Most of their babble should be taken with a pinch of salt, since the gypsies often tinker with weary travelers' minds. However, a few gypsies have something interesting to say.
Okay, so we need
So is
to
that
get...
what the lunatic was talking about?
So here's what we got.
It's to traveling beneath
So we got now a
the
disguise.
human guise.
So now I can walk
The
around
threat
as
to
a
my
human.
person is lessened and much information
So now they don't
can be
attack me
gleaned.
anymore.
However,
Oh,
the illusion is flimsy,
clever.
and any act of
You're like
aggression
Loki.
on my part can break the spell.
Vasserbunde.
That's a nod to the new TV show that JD's been watching.
I mean, I guess for some people, probably not new anymore. They probably binge watched it.
Loki, that's true. Does Disney Plus do the thing where all the... Oh, I'm turned back.
Ah,
So that did not exactly work. Okay, you need magic to
Short-lived.
sustain your disguise, and I didn't have a lot of magic left. So that's what happened there. If you were wondering like why I immediately just transformed back. What should I do with this guy? Okay, you're gonna get a flay because I need to deal with your situation here. The scream, wow.
yeah.
But didn't we watch? Oh, it was the was that not Rob Lowe? Who was on the? Yeah, it was Rob Lowe on the thing where he was like saying that every Hollywood movie has like the exact same scream, the Wilhelm scream.
The Wilhelm?
Everyone's like the
Yeah, from the, what was it, 40s or 50s they
Yeah.
recorded that?
It was like from Western from the 40s, and every movie has used that same scream for like generations.
That was an interesting, what was it, like a documentary?
Yeah, Attack of the Hollywood Cliches. That was pretty
Very
good.
interesting.
Alright, so when you go back, these guys all respawn when you go into houses and come back, so I don't know, there's no point in fighting him if I'm going in here. Okay, guys, get out of my way. See, this guy doesn't care. I'm just walking by him, he's just like, whatever.
So you just push him down.
These guys don't seem to care either. So I got the magic, which was super useful because...
At times, my magic
slow
extends
time,
into
too.
very exotic disciplines, such
Okay, so now I can masquerade as a
as the
human and people won't attack
manipulation
me.
of time. I am able to slow time down so I can move about, quick as a wolf, while all others move as though they were mired in mud.
Ooh.
Muddy.
Someone got out the thesaurus on that one. Oops, don't go in the water. Vampires know like
Nupraptor's
water.
keep lay west of Vasserbunde.
There is Nupraptor's
I
keep.
would
It's a
seek to
skull.
cut the
Oh, cool.
cancer from its heart.
Spitting out water or something.
Yeah. It's like, what do the people like think that live in this world where there's just vampires and a skull castle there where just some monster lives? It's like probably not the best place to be living.
They're like, well, we're born into it, so it
I
is
guess-
what it is.
Yeah. There's not much in these. Oh, here's a chest. Lots of victims if you need some blood. Recoup your blood. So you can actually just fly straight to Nupraptor's keep. But it's better to travel there because you get all the
Objects
power-ups
like
and
an
stuff.
enemy,
Oh,
rot
okay.
and decay would instantly eat their flesh and leave only a pool of
Oh,
blood
boy.
and tissue. For a time after, the toxins are still active and therefore lethal to the touch.
Oh my god. Jeez, how many hits do you take? Die. There we go. Gotcha. Okay, so we can't go in this house yet either.
What is that? A boulder in front of it?
Yeah, it's a rock. I don't know why they put a rock in front of their house.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
so
quite
odd.
make sense.
That's their door?
They don't want people to come in. They're like, we're just gonna put a giant boulder in front of our door.
I mean, a door would do.
Yeah, a door would do. Oh, there's more. Okay, you are aggressive, so we need to take you out. There's more barrels back here. So we're just, our chests, we're just collecting stuff really here. Some flays, some more flays. You know, those are always good. Okay, let me turn back into a human so I don't get attacked. These guys just kind of hang out here. Chopping block, wow.
The chopping block.
The butcher. Oi, butcher.
God, it's messy.
Oh, I killed her. Oh, I might as well. Don't want to let good blood go to waste, right?
Right.
This guy's got like a scythe.
Well.
Oh, he's got a long reach with that scythe.
It's gonna reap you.
Oh, he doesn't have any armor, so he's goes down pretty quickly. Oh, and so is this guy. Well, I think I'm just wasting blood because it's just overflowing over my
it's
little,
just
like...
spilling out.
Okay, so we can't go up that way yet. I believe we have to go to the right. That seems right. We came from this direction, so we need to go this way. That seems right, right? Which way
Follow the
seems
map.
right? Corhagen. I thought it was to the left, but I could be mistaken. Let's see. Can I even go that way? Oh, I can't go that way. There's no way to get there. Okay, so I do need to go this way. Okay, I'm just gonna sneak past you. Don't mind me. Just a vampire minding his own business.
Just passing through.
Just passing through your quaint little town.
Maybe drinking some blood.
Oh, these guys got a lot of these axe guys here.
Well.
Okay, I guess I gotta kill this guy. You're gonna get in. Boom! Explosion! What's in here? Nothing.
A lady.
She's a lady.
The wind carried screams from the west. I couldn't help but smile.
So if you can get them all grouped together, you can throw one of these impales and just take out all of them.
Whoa.
So that becomes pretty
It's
useful.
like a fountain of blood there.
Yeah, this is one of the trickiest parts of the game because you don't have a lot of spells yet, and you fight a lot of like tough enemies. I don't want to use up all my impales, so let's use some of these. Get away from me. It's best to kind of run a little bit if you can. Oops, I keep hitting.
Doesn't seem like he runs.
Well, you can move a little faster than these guys do.
What a scream.
It does sound like that Wilhelm scream. So yeah, there's no way for me to take out all those guys with my sword would have taken me all day. I probably would have lost a lot of life. So just use the impale things there, implode.
So many.
So that lever opens this door. Your best bet is just to run here.
The gaping maw of Nupraptor's retreat rained upon Nosgoth
Oh boy,
all
oh boy,
his
oh
pain
boy,
and
oh boy,
misery.
oh boy.
The disease
Wow.
begged to be cleansed.
Alright guys, line up so I can kick all your asses. Actually I can just sneak in here. I don't have to fight him. Ooh, we got to a save spot, so this seems like a good time to stop for today. We got pretty far in this game, but we're gonna beat this game, yeah?
Yeah, let's finish it for Halloween.
Ooh, so spooky.
Couple weeks.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.
Bye.
You're still here? Well, you might as well subscribe. Okay, you can go now.